if you are in hermit mode, take the time to be there, okay? Take the time to be there. You are there for a reason. You are alone for a reason. It's because you have a lot of healing work to do. And when you do come back out into society, you're going to come back out as a new person. Hey guys, it's India. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about hermit mode. Girl, what is it? How long should you stay in it? How long is too long? And what you should be doing when you're in hermit mode. Before we jump into today's video, girl, hit that subscribe button down below, okay? Turn post notifications on. Give the video a thumbs up. Join the fam, okay? And if you guys are interested in other types of content, like lifestyle content, vlogs, chit chats, get ready with me's, body care, shower routines, all that kind of stuff, I have another channel, India Ajay Every Day. Everything is linked in the description box down below. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. Guys, so hermit mode, okay, let's talk about it. So I was actually already gonna do a video on this, and then somebody left a comment on one of my other videos asking me if I could do a video about this. So I was like, oh, perfect. I already had this on my list, so I'll go ahead and bump this one up to the top, and we're gonna talk about hermit mode today, girl. So if that was you, I hope you're watching, okay? So yes, girl, hermit mode. So I have been in hermit mode for like 3 years. I started my spiritual journey. I've been on my spiritual journey for like 3 years now, and pretty much all this time I have been in hermit mode. Pretty much immediately when, so let's say, I think I said previously that I had my spiritual awakening in like May, or like, yeah, I think I said in like May of 2021, but it was honestly kind of like February, March of 2021, because I didn't know what was happening at the time. Confirmation cough. I didn't know what was happening at the time, but that's when I started seeing angel numbers. I started feeling like things were off, feeling like I really had to leave my karmic partner for the last and final time. I had to get the F out of there, okay? So that's when I really started feeling it. And then when I did end up leaving him officially in like May, I was in hermit mode, right? From May to like now. So it's been like 3 years. Now, over that span of time, I did become kind of cool with this one girl, and we will go out, you know, every now and then, like get a little hookah, like get a little lunch or go to brunch or something like that. But it wasn't like anything too much, but she was the only person. Maybe, oh my gosh, it was kind of like on and off. At one point we had kind of like stopped talking, then we started talking again, but we would only do a few little things every now and then, but that was it. And that took place over like a year, right? So I was still in hermit mode. I was still in hermit mode, honestly and truly. So all that time, I am only now that I have officially moved into my new place. If you guys have not seen my manifestation video, okay, how to manifest your dream apartment, move to a new city, all that kind of stuff, definitely go check it out after you watch this video. But now that I'm officially in my new place, in my new city, I am slowly but surely coming out of hermit mode. Let's pop the hermit card on the screen. Okay, let's put it right here, because if you know anything about tarot, there is a hermit card in the tarot deck, okay? The hermit card is literally all about isolation, reflection, doing inner work, reevaluating your life, yourself, your beliefs, your spirituality, like all of that, right? It's really a reflection card. And it really requires you to spend a lot of time alone. So I'm a loner to begin with, right? I'm a loner, I'm an introvert, I'm a homebody, I keep to myself, I don't have any friends, like I don't. It's literally just me and my reality, especially now because I moved away from my family, right? I moved one state over, but I moved away from my family. So literally it is just me in my reality. There's nobody else, right? So during this span of time over these 3 years, towards the end, maybe like, I would say maybe like the last 6 months. So we're in, what month are we in? February? We're in February right now. It's almost March. So maybe like last summer, I would say probably like last summer, right? Summer of 2023 is when I started feeling like, okay, maybe I need to try to start making some friends. But I didn't think that I was going to be moving like right now. Like when last summer, I didn't realize that I was going to be moving to Houston in January of 2024. I didn't realize that was happening. I thought I was going to have to wait at least like another year before I got here. Turns out I didn't. Turns out I did not. Okay, so that's amazing. But yeah, so I started kind of trying to go out to a few little things. I have a family friend. He started hosting these different events, like poetry nights and stuff like that. So I popped up at like 2 or 3 of those. I didn't meet anybody. I took swim lessons. There were a few girls in the class, but I didn't you know, feel anything with them. So I didn't make any friends from that either. What else? I went to yoga class twice. Didn't meet anybody there. I mean, there are a few girls in the class, but you know, no, like I didn't feel any connection to any of them. Like I wanted to pursue anything. So no. So those were the few little things that I did like over those 6 months, and none of it led to anything. None of it led to anything. And I feel like because it really wasn't supposed to. I was leaving anyway. I didn't know I was leaving. I didn't know I was moving, but I was, and I did. So it didn't really, you know, end up mattering, but I started to kind of feel the push to start kind of getting out of hermit mode. So what I would say is, if you are in hermit mode, take the time to be there, okay? Take the time to be there. You are there for a reason. You are alone for a reason. It's because you have a lot of healing work to do. And when you do come back out into society, you're going to come back out as a new person, okay? You're not going to come back out as the same you that you were when you went into hermit mode. It's supposed to be transformational, okay? So you're supposed to be doing that inner work. You're supposed to be working on your chakras. You're supposed to be working on whatever deep inner healing you need. For everybody, it's different. For me, it's my throat chakra. It's speaking up. It's my solar plexus. It's gaining confidence enough to be able to approach people, or to go out by myself, or to reach out to someone and have them not respond back, and being okay with that, and not spiraling, not overreacting, not overanalyzing, you know? So it's all of those things. Everybody has their own things that they need to work on, but the chakras, you're gonna work with your chakras, okay? You're gonna work from the bottom up, and you're going to work on those big things that you need to work on, right? So you know what those things are. You could go ahead and write them out, and you can start getting to work, okay? It's not an overnight process. I've been in hermit mode for 3 years. Like I said, it's been a process, but I am not the same person today as I was when I first started my spiritual journey. So do not be afraid of hermit mode. Do not be afraid of the work. It takes time, but it is necessary. There's no specific length of time that you will be in hermit mode. And some people, hermit mode may look different for everyone. For me, hermit mode was literally being alone. Like there was nobody there, nobody around me, nobody in my reality. For you, it may just be you and your partner. Like if you have boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, whatever, it may be just the two of y'all, right? But if it is, and you live with other people, then you still may be starting to like retreat to yourself even more. Or if you have like a big group of friends, you might slowly like kind of stop hanging out with them as much, because you're starting to realize that you guys don't really align vibrationally as much as you used to, because you're elevating and they're staying the same, right? It might just be time to like let them go. Hermit mode will probably include letting go of people, letting go of friends, letting go of family, letting go of partners, you know, like if you're married or if you're dating or whatever, it might be time to let that person go. You might just slowly start like losing people, and that's okay. Like you're going to meet new people. The people that you're losing, it just means that they no longer need to be a part of your story. Their time in your story is up, right? Like they've played their part. The scene has ended. The scene has ended. Like it's done, right? And it's no beef, right? It's no hard feelings. It's just like their time is up, and that's okay. Like you have to move on. You have to keep going. Now, if you pull tarot, right? If you read tarot, if you do tarot spreads for yourself or for other people, when you start pulling that Queen of Wands, when you start pulling that Queen of Wands, it's time to get out of hermit mode. When you start pulling that card, you start pulling all those wands cards, because wands are fire energy, right? So it's that Sag, that Leo, that Aries, that get out into the streets, meet some new people, you know, like it's that kind of energy. So when you start pulling that, it's time to get out. And if you don't read tarot, even if you don't read tarot, you don't pull tarot cards, you're gonna know. You're gonna know when it's time, okay? You're gonna start feeling that push to start doing things. For me, I had pretty much always said that I knew that by the time I got to my new city and my new place, that it would be time for me to get out of hermit mode. Because at that point, I would have brought my biggest manifestation to fruition, right? I would be in my new city. I would be in my new place. I would, you know, be doing well in my career, because if I wasn't, I wouldn't be able to live like I'm living, right? So I would be more stable. I would be at the point where I'm like, okay, like this is where I'm living. Like this is the life that I wanted. I got it. And so now it's time to add some new people in, right? And the big thing with me for inner work, I just told you guys, is my throat and my solar plexus, right? So it's really working on confidence and like speaking, right? Talking to people, when you move to a new city and you move to a new city by yourself and you don't know anyone, I mean, I have a few cousins here, but we don't be like hanging out like that, you know? But when you move to a new place, like if you want to meet new people, you have to go out and do things. You have to go out and meet people, right? You have to go to activities and do things by yourself. So in order for me to be able to do that and for me to be able to gather enough courage, gather myself enough to the point where I'm able to slowly start going to things like yoga class or Pilates, because like I said, I'm a homebody. So I'll be wanting to be at the house, but I know that it's necessary for me to go out and do these things and meet new people, but it takes confidence. It takes confidence. It takes gusto. Okay, you have to be able to do it. But all of that to say that hermit mode is pretty much necessary for anyone on a spiritual journey. At some point in your life, and I would say in the beginning of your spiritual journey is when you're going to have the biggest transformation, right? Because that's when everything is going to start to change. The moment you wake up, nothing will ever be the same. It'll never be the same. Never. Okay. So when that happens and you start having these tower moments and it just feels like everything is falling apart and you feel very alone and very isolated and like, who are you supposed to talk to about these things? Because you don't know anybody, you know, who relates. You don't know anyone who's having the same experience. Then you're probably going to end up alone. And the answer is not to be like, oh, I'm alone. Let me go run out and try to find somebody who I relate to. Let me go try to find somebody who's also on a spiritual journey so that I can talk to them about these things. No. No. The answer is that the universe is isolating you for a reason. And that you need to spend time alone. You need to do the inner work. You need to do the inner work. You need to work on your chakras. You need to start, you know, transforming truly. So don't be afraid of hermit mode. It's all good. And the answer for how you know when it's over, you're just going to know. You're just going to know. You're just going to be like, okay, yeah, I feel like now is the time to do it. And it's not going to be out of desperation. It's not going to be out of like, oh my God, I have to go find someone, because you're going to have spent so much time by yourself that you're going to be like, okay, yeah, like I feel like I've done the inner work. I feel like I'm in a good place and I feel like I can go out and meet new people and not have it be a karmic partner, not have it be a karmic friend, not have it be someone who needs to teach me a hard lesson, you know, like it's going to be something where you're meeting people who you really align with vibrationally, and you guys, you know, like you're gonna be meeting your soul family, your soul tribe, okay? You're gonna be meeting people that are necessary for your journey, and you know, people who get you, you know? Overall, just be patient with yourself in hermit mode, do the inner work, and when it's time to come out of hermit mode, baby, you're gonna know when it's time to come out, okay? If you enjoyed today's video, definitely be sure to hit that like button down below, okay? Hit the subscribe button, join the fam, stick around for more videos to come, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!